and welcome to the Nonsense Podcast, a show where the hosts are fighting for their lives as they fight for a spot at the EPA. I am Kat Gold.
I'm Michael Matadomini. Today, I have a fellow ex-castmate of First Date. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Samara Shavrick. I'm a local South Florida actor, and I'm here to talk about that non-ec nonsense.
Let's
Hell
go.
yeah.
Come on, Slate.
Come on, Slay. I'm 5'4", and I am available for all callback dates.
Hell yeah. Well, how you doing? What's going on?
Good. I'm currently in Camelot at the Wick Theater. We're running 8 shows a week. I've
Ooh,
done a 7 show week. I've never done an 8 show week, and we're going into our last week of runs. So I'm like hitting that am I getting sick or am I just tired?
You're tired. You're
Right.
tired. You're
And
probably making
so
yourself from tired.
exactly. And today's my one day off. So where else would I be than on the non-ec
then using the
podcast?
voice that you should be resting. Awesome.
That's right.
Well, thank you so much for coming on. Was Ariana Grande at the theater?
Oh my gosh, let me tell you. So it was April 2nd, not 1st, that somebody had the grand idea in our cast. Wouldn't it be a funny joke to start to put people out in the audience, like make a generated image of somebody in the audience? And one that got sent to our cast group chat was a picture of Ariana Grande in the audience. And what was supposed to be a April Fool's joke among the cast spread into a South Florida rumor that has transcended both the theater community and everyone that was originally inside the joke. So I did have a family member come to the show on Saturday at the matinee and say, "Oh, what did Ariana think?" Because the Wick reposted it.
Are you kidding me?
No, the Wick reposted it.
Who runs the socials over there? Because whoever's on the TikTok, they were like, "Is this the costume museum?" And they were like, "Yeah, run by the baddest bitch in South Florida, Marilyn Wick." And I was like, "Who put this online?" I was like,
That is
I,
so funny. They just got somebody, I think, new for social media. I've not met them, but we have Erica in our cast, which she is like the TikTok queen. So she's like,
Mm.
"Okay, girls, we're making a TikTok today." I'm like, "Okay, what TikTok are we making?"
Yeah, it's been you guys and then the Malts with like Michael Scott Ross and Kai
Oh my,
Horvath. I'm
I
like,
know. He's
what the
killing it.
hell? Yeah, every day there's a new TikTok. And I'm
I
looking at Jack
know.
Rodman over at Slober and I'm like, please don't ask me to do any of these. Like,
Please.
no.
You, mom, I'm a big girl now.
uh, don't even stop. Don't no. Please. No. Not happening. So how did you because we've talked in during first date about our upbringings in this field. How did you get started?
So my first show I was ever a part of was at my K through 8 school. They were doing a production of Peter Pan, and I, as a little fifth grader, why not audition? And I ended up, because it was a kids show, they actually decided to cast kids. So I was Wendy Darling in Peter Pan,
Come on.
and because I went to a private school, they said, "Okay, so we're gonna fly these kids." Yeah, we are. So I flew in my first show as a fifth grader and was like, "Oh, right. So this is like the coolest thing you could ever do. Okay, I think I'm gonna do this for the rest of my life."
That's incredible.
So
Great.
I was
So
hooked from the start.
dangerous.
So dangerous. And because all the kids were a little bit older, like Peter Pan was probably seventh or eighth grade, Michael was a little bit older. I was the only one that was like, "Is anybody concerned?" Like everybody seems really excited, but nobody's concerned.
Let's fly the one when you get put down from it. You're like, can I have a Capri Sun? Anyone who
Yeah,
asks for a Capri Sun after getting off of a fly does not deserve to be on that fly. You
correct.
know, crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'm guessing from there you just had the bug. You were like, do I fly in
Yeah.
every show?
Yes, I had the bug, and then just from there, just I was such a funny kid. I never had this concept of like anything. There wasn't anything I wouldn't be willing to do because I was a crazy kid. So one of the next shows I did is they were doing Shrek at Broadway Bound. I was a Broadway Bound kid. I grew up there, with Nadine Shapiro. I love her. May she rest in peace. I love her. She raised me. But
Mm.
she did Shrek the musical, and as a little girl, I remember being like, "Okay, who am I going to write on my little sheet I want to audition for?" I'm like, "Well, it's called Shrek the musical, so I probably want to be Shrek." So there is footage of me that has Shrek on YouTube that I did not post, so I can never take it down, that lives in infamy online forever.
And it's gonna go right here.
Keep your big, bright, beautiful world. I'm happy where I am, all alone. I got all I need, so read the stinking sign. Yeah, I think I got you beat. I think I got you beat. Yeah, 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 yeah. Whoopsies, better out than in, I always say.
There you go.
Fucking iconic. Fucking
But
iconic.
in my brain, I was like, why would I want to be Fiona? Like, guys, this is Shrek the musical. Like, we want to talk about like the best song, like who I'd be. Like, guys, come on, what are we thinking?
Who you'd be? Shrek. You
That's
would
who
be
I'd
Shrek.
be.
Mhm. That's incredible. I
I
remember
just-
you coming up and being like, we were showing in first date like just old photos of us in shows, and you were like, "Guess what I have?" And we were all like, "What? It's probably something ogre." And we were all like,
Ogre.
"Oh my god!" We were like, "Oh my god, it's fucking incredible."
I just had no guilt or shame. Like in my young brain, like that just made sense. Like if I wanted to be that part, there was no reason why I shouldn't. I wouldn't be that part.
Correct. And I mean, like you were like lead, like watch this.
Lead, right? Bald cap, I'm there.
Good. Say
So funny.
hell yeah. And where'd you go to high school?
So I went to Westboca with Lance Blank and Cheryl Kraut, and I did so many amazing shows there. We did Blood Brothers and brought it to state, and we did Little Women and brought it to state, and
What year did you do Blood Brothers?
that was my freshman year, so maybe 2016.
And you brought it to the Straz Center stage?
Yeah, we did.
Oh my
Did you see
God.
that?
Yes, I did.
That was me, Henny.
My mind is blown because everyone at our high school, like the production was great, but also the music is just so weird. Like that one where he's like, "The shoes are on the table," like whatever the hell that song is. Like our senior class, because I was a senior back in 2016 to 17,
Yep.
we would walk around after states in our musical theater department and go, "The shoes are on the table." Not because of anything that like you guys did, but like just the music was weird. So the fact that that was your production, like I have chills right now. The fact that I was like, wow.
I'm
Yeah.
about to drop so much lore on you. You'll never guess who else was in that with me.
Oh no. Who?
Jessica Bolton was in that with me. And then also, you know who was the main guy was Sam Kaju.
God.
He was the main guy in that.
This tiny ass world.
I know.
Wow.
I know.
Oh my
I feel
God.
so removed because I graduated college in 2016. I'm like, I'm an elderly woman. I'm like, we're talking about state. That was so many fucking years ago.
Listen, state, like it's so funny. My students now, like when I teach them, they're like, "State, and I need a superior, and I need a critic's choice." And I looked at one girl who was having like a full-on panic attack, and I went, "Do you want to do this professionally?" And she was like, "Yes." And I was like, "Then states and critic's choice don't fucking matter once you graduate. I promise you, no one's gonna look at a resume and go."
Could you imagine? Top credit is like Critics' Choice at the Florida State Thespian Festival.
You're like, "Did you see that?" And
But it seems
no.
so life or death at that time. It's so funny. Like in that moment in time, it's like you could tell me that, and I would be like, "This guy don't know what's up."
Yeah, get out of my face.
Literally, my superior state button is somewhere, and it used to be the most prized possession I had.
Yeah.
And literally, I couldn't even give a fuck. I could literally break my silver palm, and I wouldn't give a shit. I'm at that point. I'm like, what is it? It's so many years removed. It's like,
Yeah.
what is happening?
I remember back in the day, like when I was moving for the first time, my mom was like, "Do you want these trophies or I'm going to donate them to Goodwill?" And I was like, "Donate them." And I remember back in the day, I did a fucking small group musical. Shout out Bridget Parada, shout out Matt Sipperstein. And we fought over who kept the fucking trophy. We literally fought over it. They were like, "Well, I choreographed it. Well, I music directed it. Well, I was just there." Like, you know, it was like this whole thing. I took it home. It's at Goodwill. She's gone.
They're rolling right now. They're like, that would have been in my cabinet for generations.
I fucking knew
The
he
two
took
that
it
didn't
home.
get it.
That scumbag. Fuck him.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yep. So wow, states was a time.
It
That
was.
was
And that was like I feel like really that was a reason when I was like, okay, I actually think I want to stick with this because I love doing it in middle school and high school. And then there comes the moment when it's like you actively have to decide like, okay, is this going to shift from like a hobby to my main focus? And I feel like that was really the time where I was like, I think this is the thing that gives me the most purpose in life. And I
mhm,
think I'm semi decent enough that if I bust my butt for the next 4 years training, I could maybe try and do this professionally. So, yeah.
correct. Yeah. No, it's those moments in high school, especially when you see someone who is leagues better, right? It's like, oh, I want to get to that point too. Like, I have
Yes.
this woman in my cast, her name, shout out Gail Bennett, and she is just like Broadway. Like, I
Yeah.
see her perform, and she's coming in with choices and like and the all the active listening and all this kind of stuff that like you should be doing, but she's doing it at like an elevated level, if that makes sense. And
Yeah.
like I'm doing a lot of scene work with her, and I never have to pull. Like we're always
Yeah.
pushing off of each other, and I'm like, this is wonderful. Like you're Broadway, thank you.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, it's
She
about
is so
getting there.
Broadway. I don't know if I ever told you, but she was the Broadway guest artist on, I'm like dropping my lore out of order, but I worked on Disney Cruise Line and she was the Broadway guest artist on my ship. And there was a day where we were like talking and I'm like, oh, where are you from? And she's like, oh, I just worked in South Florida. I'm like, where did you work? She's like, Slowburn. I'm like, you worked at Slowburn? I'm like, girl, Slowburn raised me. They raised me.
Mm, yeah.
So
So what
funny.
was she doing? Witches or Anastasia? Because I know she did
I
both.
think I think it was Anastasia. I don't
Hmm.
remember what it was after. But I remember that she was really excited because she had invited, I think, Patrick to come like for a visit on the
Oh, that
ship.
Patrick was on that cruise?
Yes.
Oh my God, I remember that week off. He was like
Yeah.
having his best life on that cruise, posting
Yeah.
photos and shit with drinks. I was like, damn, dude. Like, I
How,
just,
how,
crazy.
how long did you do Disney Cruise Lines for?
So from high school, I decided to go to college for musical theater. I graduated 2020, so like peak pandemic.
Which school? Sorry.
I ended up going to Texas Tech.
Oh, okay.
So I ended up at Texas Tech. It was so random. I had no guidance when it came to college auditions, and God bless like my mom. It's just me and her, and she was like, "Great, you want to do theater? Go do the theater thing." And so I went to Unifieds because everyone talks about Unifieds. I
Hmm.
didn't do any pre-screens, so I showed up to Unifieds and was like, "I'm ready to audition." And they're like, "So what time's your appointment? So what time did you set up with us?" And I'm like, "Oh no, no, I didn't do that." So I walked in everywhere when I was in New York. I was very grateful. I ended up getting like 5 or 6 offers from just walking in.
Great.
Texas Tech ended up giving me like nearly a full ride. I was one of 6 MTs, 3 boys, 3 girls. It was
Hell
a
yeah.
state school, so I still got to like be in like life where there's like a football game and there's people who are outside of the arts, which was for me, I really wanted that. But I graduated 2024 and I went to the UPTAS conference and got an offer from Disney Cruise Line to start before graduation. So that was
Ooh.
like, do I go? Do I not go? And then I worked with them and they ended up offering me, saying, like, we can offer you something after you graduate. The only thing is, we can't tell you how soon it'll be. Because I was like, I want to start May. Like, I walk across that stage, like, I'll be ready to go. So I moved home in my brain. I was like, it's going to be my last summer of my life. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to be a kid. I haven't been home in Florida in a long time. So I spent the summer here and then they offered me the contract in September 2024. So I was there. I did my first contract. I loved it. I was what's called an entertainment host. So post grad, I was like, oh my God, I'm working on a ship. I'm working for Disney. I like have no complaints.
Yeah.
Um, but it was 70 hours a week with no day off. So it was a little crazy. Um, but I loved it. I was addicted. When I was home for the summer, I auditioned for LPAC. So I booked a show in between my 2 contracts. So I came home, did Legally Blonde, went back for the second contract. And then a month in, my appendix ended up rupturing on the ship. And I thought I had a UTI. I thought I had pulled a muscle really badly because on the ship, they can't tell you what's wrong. So I went in, I'm like, my bad, you guys. I didn't stretch before a show and I definitely hurt myself. And they're like, okay, well, we'll send you off for a scan tomorrow, thankfully in Florida and not in Nassau or Mexico or whatever other country that I'm not from, that
Hmm.
we were visiting. I go in for a scan at 8 a.m. at the hospital, and they come back to me and they say, "Oh, so your appendix has been ruptured and has been leaking into your body for at least 24 hours. Like, you need to go in for surgery within the next 30 minutes."
I would have shit a whole ass brick. Like,
But
how?
What the fuck?
I thought I had pulled a muscle. I thought I maybe had something else. I mean, I never would have guessed that ever.
Did they give you an inkling as to like how it happened, or it just
No, because it
no?
just does that. Like appendix, like it's just some people you don't really need it, so it could just do that. But I ended up getting the surgery, and with cruise ship life, it's like they're ready for you to come back the minute you're ready to come back. And I had a moment where I was like, maybe this was a sign. Maybe this was a
Yeah.
sign. I should be on land for a hot minute.
I would walk out and kiss the ground if like, I was like,
Well,
fuck.
there is a hilarious picture. I will send it to you if you want to insert it, but I'm in the hospital and my family came and met me because thank God I was in Florida and they took a picture of me post surgery and I had the biggest smile on my face because I finally got to relax. I was like, "Oh my God, guys, like this is the first time I've been able to like sleep and not set an alarm. Like you don't understand. Like I'm so
That's what I was looking forward to today. I was so mad. Like I got through like a whole week of Hairspray and like we did a two-show day yesterday in the room. Like
yeah,
and then after the two shows we did notes and more choreography. So I
yep,
was like pooped. And then after my parents were like Easter dinner and I was like son of a bitch. Like okay, you know.
great.
So I got home at like 10 o'clock and Abby was like, let's play video games. And I'm like, no, like I want to go to bed. Right. And I went to bed and I was like, I'm not setting an alarm. I put on like the rain noise. Like I did the
Yep.
whole 9 yards. I lowered Arlo was chilling. And I woke up at 7:30 in the morning, right where I usually set my normal ass alarm. And I sat up and I just went, ugh. Fine. And then I just decided to do chores. But like understandably, like doing 70 hours on a week on a boat?
Yeah. And
No.
I was living off caffeine and that Disney dream. Like the like truly like that's what I was living off of. Because like growing up here, like I loved Disney. I loved Mickey. And so like I would be so tired and I would see like all these kids and people so happy that I'd be like I can't even complain. Like I really can't complain. So it was a blessing and a curse
Yeah,
that
100%.
the appendix happened.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
So crazy.
I
Well, that was an injury that you had off stage. Have you ever had an injury that occurred during a show?
It's a good question. I don't know that oh my gosh, I'm like, I better knock on wood or something.
I know
I
that you
don't
have an
think I
eight-show week
have.
coming up, but
Right?
yeah.
Never say never. No, I really I don't think I have. During the rehearsal process for Camelot, I did get food poisoning. And God bless our director. He was like, "Is there any chance you can come in?" I was like, "With a bucket, yes. But I'm not sure that's how you would like me." Like, not sure that's how you want me. So that was crazy. That ended up being like a wild three. I couldn't even have water. I've never had a stomach bug that was that bad that you like can't have water.
What did you get it from? Do you know?
I don't know. Well, the last thing I had before I got sick was a chicken Caesar wrap from Vinny's, but like don't throw bad stuff on their name because I really like them.
A chicken Caesar wrap from Bleep.
Beep.
but yeah, wow.
No, but I love that. But it's one of those foods that I think is now like it's traumatized for me. Like so it's gonna be a hot minute before I revisit that.
No, 100%. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Thanks for coming on. We're gonna give you a gift card to Vinny's.
just
Instead of the sensor noise, it's just That's crazy.
That's so funny.
I remember I was like scrolling on Instagram or whatever, and it was like, she posted a best friend story. Let's see. And oh, she's in the hospital. Are you okay?
Oh,
Oh shit.
oh, close friends. This is great. I wonder what my close friend is telling me.
Point five of her in a hospital bed. Like
I love
speaking
a
of
point
point
five.
fives, yes, we had the same inkling. Speaking of point fives, when we did first date, and we're gonna dive into first date now because we have so many stupid, funny stories coming from that show.
Is there a bootleg? Because I would love to watch it.
So, we had a family member in the audience who got bootleg photos and videos. We have like little snippets that like I can send you. But we had so point fives. Let's start with point fives, and then we'll start from the whole beginning of this thing. So the point five is we had a number called World Wide Web, and it's cut from the actual like cast recording. It's not on the cast recording. It's the worst fucking song in the show. It's terrible. It's like out of nowhere. This whole it feels like 42nd Street and Hello Dolly had a baby, and there's your number. It was very weird. It was a lot of
Long
like
too.
long
Like
as
compared to all
shit.
the other songs, so long.
Ugh, I remember there was one time during a run where I completely like an audience. I forgot the number existed. I went to go continue on with the show, and Jess was like, "Stop! Put your hat down." I was like, "Why?" And she's like, "World Wide Web," and I literally went, "Oh." Like mid show. It horrendous. But
Yeah.
during rehearsals, I had this one like gag. I was like, "We're supposed to use fake phones. I'm gonna use my real phone. Like, I'm gonna sit this phone down and I'm gonna put it on record, and I'm gonna see what kind of dastardly angles I could get of people." And there was this one for the button. I took a picture with Samara.
So bad.
And it's literally she's looking up at the camera, and I caught it here. Like, so it was just, you didn't see anything but like eyebrows and eyeballs. And it was like the cast's like group chat photo for a hot minute. It was incredible.
And it gave
Love.
me that perfect like effect of just like extending everything like point five does, where it's just like, oh, glorious. Like where it's a clown mirror up in here.
But
So funny.
let's talk first date because
Yes.
getting into it, I knew a couple of people. I knew Quinn. I knew Michael Scott Ross. Um, I heard about Jess. I had no clue about Addison. God bless her. She's a talented girl.
I know.
But I saw you in Legally Blonde, and I remembered like because I love Legally Blonde with all my heart.
Me
And when I
too.
saw it at the Outback, like I was going in and I was like, I'm gonna be honest. I was like, how old is Paulette? Like, because I was
Can I
like,
tell you the
yeah,
amount of people that now that I've worked in a couple places and I've made really great friends down here,
yeah.
so many people now that I'm close to, like Amanda Lopez was like, girl, I'm gonna be so honest. All of us were like, who the hell is this? Who the hell? She is so young. She's because it was my first professional show. I had no other credits. I mean, like, it was a big deal that they trusted me with that.
That's you getting the pasta carbonara nomination for your first show.
Yes.
Guys, and it was the craziest thing is like finding out about that too, because I don't know anything. I'm new down here. Is Lance
Mhm.
Blank, my high school theater director, texted me like, congratulations, like you are shining so bright, like something so beautiful. And I was like, this is so nice. Why are you texting me this? Like, what could this be about? And he's like, girl, Carbonell nominations are out. Go check. Like, where? How?
Yeah. Hmm. No, but
So
listen,
Literally,
you were incredible. Like I stepped out of that and I was like, I don't get Paulette could be 12 now. Like that proved everything so wrong. Like she's
thank you.
fucking ate the house down. Like I remember Abby and I were both looking, like watching, and you started singing Ireland and you got done and we both looked at each other and went, damn. So yeah, it was really like I was like, this girl's talented as fuck.
what
So
Oh,
was
thank
the?
you.
I have to ask because my Carbonell nomination, blah 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 blah, leading to me becoming a Carbonell nominee failure, was extremely stressful, and I hated almost every moment of it. How is it for you?
So I have to say, like, I can't even put into words having that be your first professional show and then having to go to like the dinner and the ceremony and seeing all these people who they all know each other, they've all worked together, they all have some sort of thoughts and ideas about one another, and you're just kind of like a wallflower, like, hey girl.
It's awful.
Like,
It's awful.
it's so I got very blessed that when I went to the dinner, like I didn't know anyone, but I saw Marisol, who was in South Pacific at LPAC. So I was
Mhm.
like, we have that in common at least. So I
mhm.
went and introduced myself, and God bless her, she literally was like my mom. She took me under her wing. She's like, sit at our table, come hang with us. and we chatted all night long. She was so lovely. So I think if it weren't for her, I probably would have been so much more intimidating. But we talked about like I booked Camelot at the Wick. She's like, oh, I love Camelot. And the sweetest thing, she came and saw us on opening night and brought me
Oh,
flowers like from that one like moment. So I
That's
mean,
nice.
that really she is the reason I have to say like shout out to her that I didn't feel as overwhelmed like as walking in the door, because walking in the door it was just like whoa, this is a whole thing and I was not prepared. I was not prepared.
Oh, what's going on?
Yeah.
literally, because like it was for my second professional show when I got
Yeah.
the nomination, and I was like, the universe, the theater universe is now swallowing me up, and all
Yes.
these people are coming at me that I don't know, or people that I tried to talk to when I was like coming up through audition season, who would like look at me and side eye me and walk away. And then they're like
Wow.
up my ass. I was like, what the fuck is happening?
You're like,
So
what
I
happened?
love to check in with people because it's always like, especially like when you're like newer in your career and you're just like,
Yeah.
what the fuck even is this thing?
Right. Right. No, it's very overwhelming. And just the fact that like everybody knows something about everybody, and it's and for LPAC, we were such like a small yet mighty group. And
Mm.
with LPAC not existing as of right now, that was also hard too. Is like you'd see other tables like at the dinner. That it was like so much theater pride of like having so many people nominated from that theater that we're able to like celebrate like what are we currently doing this season and we're working together. And so it was like it was beautiful yet odd. But I mean, so much respect and thanks to Michael Ursua and Alex Dorth, because truly, like, I know I would not have the career I have now without either one of them taking a chance on little 23-year-old me, like, for real.
Okay, so hi, welcome back to Non-Egg Nonsense. I'm gonna be so honest with you. We cut and went off the record for about 20 minutes. We just had like a full-on discussion. It was
I
so
have no
fun.
idea what we were talking about prior to this happening.
No clue, but
Neither
this
do
cut is going
I.
to be hysterical.
But I feel like a very special guest. I'm like, wait, guys, we're kikiing off the record. Do they like me? Am I doing good?
No, you wouldn't be here. I was like, we need to get her on. And Kat was like,
Aw.
I was like, get it done. So boom. Okay, so talking about how we met, because I think that's where we divulged.
Yes. First
It was
date.
first date. You were
First
talking about
date.
first date.
Yes. So, let's just start talking about it. Yeah, rehearsals were chill as fuck. Like
So chill.
nice. It was just a lovely, lovely group of people that were all down for the bit. And I think that's where it divulged into Bit Central. And shout out Director Joe. He was so game for everything and he let everyone play. Um, so I think that it was like he made the room comfortable, and I think everyone like at one point in time he was like, I don't know, the bit, and we were like, Joe, it's fine, like you're cool, like we're not upset. You make the room fine, like just have fun, like do whatever,
Yeah.
we're down. Um, and I remember the first bit where I got to like really interact with you, and I knew where I was gonna give her hell is during. It was like when the main guy's girlfriend is starting to talk to him, and everyone kind of freezes. But my character Gabe is in the moment with them, so he's experiencing what's going on, talking to the ghost of ex girlfriend past, and I shot up and I was in eyesight of you, and I was like, Joe, can I fuck with her? And he's like, yeah, do it. And I'm like, great. So every night I'd be like, sup. Like, I would like
And I
try
would
to.
try to avoid his eyes because once I locked in on him, I was like, oh, I'm done. I'm done. I'm dead.
I was giving her hell. I was literally like doing like boofed ass dance moves in front of her. One night, I like fully like hit my coccyx bone on the chair that I was sitting on, and I was like, ow, I really just hurt myself right there. And you were like, and I'm like, damn
Oh
it.
no. Oh no.
Oh no.
It was such a good group of people though, like truly like that group just you get so lucky when there's a cast where there's just like everybody is there to play. Everybody's there to have a good time. Like nobody's stressed. Nobody's bringing in outside energy that's just heavy. And that being said, for Joe and then our music director, shout out to him, Elijah, also like both of them just led that room with such an intention of like, we're here to make art and have fun. And I feel like that a lot of times can be forgotten. And of course, we take what we do seriously, but not serious in a way that brings stress and pressure upon people.
Yeah, like I fully, coming into like I spoke about this last time, but coming from Frozen, which was an 8 show week for 4 weeks, into first date that was 3 weeks of rehearsals that were like sometimes it's gonna be just 3 hours. And then we have 4 shows a week that are just on the weekends. I was like, this is so fucking chill. And like I could
Mhm.
have done that show probably for another like 4 weeks and I still would have felt totally okay with everything that was going on. It was
Me
really
too.
cool.
I just felt like it was also so refreshing because we both talked about this. Like, a lot of times when you get into the professional scene, because there's such a tight turnaround with rehearsals, like we lose the table work, we lose talking like really in depth about like what the underlying subtext is going on. And we were so lucky. We got to do like a whole day almost of table work. And you mentioned it like in that moment, which I thought was so cool. Like this a lot of times kind of gets, this is
It
the
gets
first
swept
thing
under
we
the
go.
rug.
Yeah.
Yeah. It gets swept under the rug. I mean, I can't even tell you. I we did one for Catch Me If You Can the first day, and again, that was the first time I did one at Slow Burn, and I was like, damn, like I didn't even like, and to my naivety, I was like, I have no. What do you mean table work? I don't know what
Yeah.
that means.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that like I got to experience that, and we got to experience that, and work for it for hours
Yeah.
was super fucking cool. And I think that's why we grew so much as a cast is because we understood the way that everyone thought about each other, like character wise. So we were able to
Mm-hmm.
build our own type of thing off of, how the other people were feeling.
Yeah.
And it was also really nice to just like read it with people. I know that sounds like so simple, but like hearing other people's takes on the characters, because you get the script beforehand in some cases, and you're able to, read it and come up with your own circumstances and like this is how I want to say the line, and this is how I want to do this. So like the fact that the day one it was just like, oh, we have a clear understanding of how this is gonna go. It was really fucking cool.
So cool. I loved that. I thought that was so fun. And just the other thing that kept it fresh was just the fact that for me, I was coming into this and I didn't really know anybody. So I thought that was really cool too, is just like me getting to meet you, but also seeing your take on Gabe like at the same time. Like I'm
Hmm.
like, damn, he's really good. Like just your interpretation, because again, when you read the script by yourself, that was never how I heard it. It was so much better than how I heard it. I was
Gabe was
like,
country.
he was, yeah, he was Southern.
He was fucked. Yeah.
No, but I mean, it was just so fun what everybody brought to it. It was a really good group. And so, just to share one of the crazy stories of first date, because there's many. When I remember reading the script for the first time, and there is a part, Kat, I'm not sure if you've seen First Date, where
I've seen clips of it, but I haven't seen like the whole thing.
so there is a part where the two that are on a date, Casey and Aaron, Casey being female identifying, who I played, she is talking about her son. And she's saying, yeah, I have a son and we're really close. And a puppet comes out, and the puppet is her son in this case scenario. And she starts going into how much she loves her son. He has ADHD. He loves all these things. And, even though he's 4 years old, she still breastfeeds him every day. And I'm like reading this and I'm like, no, no, like this can't, this cannot be real. And it was. And the whole ploy of it is like this girl, Casey, is trying to do this to like scare off Aaron. And God bless Michael Scott Ross. He was freaking hilarious. We would have to do this bit where I would have to like pretend breastfeed a puppet on stage. And I can say I don't think I will ever do that again. So
And it made it so much worse because the people that were facing away from what was happening, like Jess, my date in the show, was just looking off in the wings because that's where, and I had a full view of this puppet sucking on your nipple, and I was like, oh god, I fucking hate my life. Like, why? And I have to freeze, so I'm in this freeze, and I'm like trying not to laugh, and Michael Scott Ross is making like sucking noises, and he's like And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I'm
And
fighting for my life.
the best
Oh.
thing he added was after that, like when my line finished, he would do like a gulp, like to really solidify it. It was like, oh my God, this is hilarious.
I remember one night when I just, the crowd was really into it because they always loved that bit. Like whenever that came around, they would
I
always
hope
eat that
so.
shit up. Yeah. And there was one night where just like someone's laugh really got me out in the audience. They were like, ah, like it was really just, it wasn't a laugh. It was more just like, oh, that was funny, like a realization. And it made me giggle, but I couldn't show it because I'm in a freeze, and you just have one tear like stroll down my eye in this freeze. And I could see Jess watching it go. She was like, "You fucking crying right now? What the fuck is wrong with them?" But all of that was so fun. Abby wanted me to bring this up because she listened to the last podcast, and she was like, "Why the fuck did you not bring this up?" So it was during Awkward Pause, and as for mentioned, one of my favorite numbers of all musical theater ever.
Yes.
Um, Opening night, our sound system did the best that they could. Did the best that they could there. It was really like it was just they're more suited for concerts. So
Was
Yeah.
this
when it
at the
comes
Pompano
to
Beach Cultural Center?
yes.
Yes.
I've done a show there, so
She
I get
knows.
it.
Yeah, so
I
like they're
get it.
more suited for concerts. They did the
Yeah.
best that they could, genuinely, like they did. The mic guy there was really awesome, but just the system was not capable of like keeping multiple people on at the same time, or like whatever was
Yeah.
going on. So there was a lot of like ringing out of the microphones, and Awkward Pause was already a tough song to get through without breaking. It was very tough, straight face, stupid ass wig, and it was our first pause of the number. And we go, the awkward. And I wanted to hold it for a second. In the middle of the pause. I was fighting for my fucking life up there, Kat. I'm not kidding. I was literally like shaking. It was so hard not to laugh. And Jess, God bless her, next to me was like, and I'm like, stop, 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 stop. Like, fuck. Don't do this right now. Please, please, please. And then we ended up pulling it together, but I almost peed my pants. I was shaking so bad. It was really awful.
And then my favorite part is that I think the director was there for that show. It was the first one. And so he said, how can we make that happen every
Every
time?
night.
It was like, it was just so perfect, like the timing. Oh my
Like,
God. He was just like, I want that to happen every time now.
he's I fucking love Joe
Me
so much.
too.
Like shout out Joe, director Joe. Like oh God, I miss him like every day. Like cuz he's just so fucking funny and so caring and loving. Like the homie was just like if you need anything, let us know. Blah 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 this and that. Is everything okay? And I remember walking into tech and like the band was like strung all over the stage. Like and it was we have a tiny ass space already. It was literally like a bar, 3 tables. That's it. That was our whole setup. And the band was supposed to be in one corner, but they took a whole wing. Like it was this whole thing. And he walked in, and I saw like this. He gave me this look. He was like, and I was like, Joe, you have a group of people that love you. We will be fine. And he was like, thank you. It's like, Joe, breathe, motherfucker, breathe. Into the nose, out to the mouth. Holy shit. But
He's so
he was
awesome.
like that because he cared,
Yeah.
And if you don't care, you shouldn't be here. Like that's just where it's at with theater. If you're coming in and you're phoning it in, you find a different outlet.
Yeah. And that was my first time in my professional career thus far that I've gotten to work with a director again. And so that was really
Mm.
cool because I did Wonderettes in the beginning of the season and then First Date later on. And there's number one, such different shows. But it was so cool to get to revisit, like, oh, I know our dynamic. And like now I can ask you things and we can dive even deeper because I know what you're bringing to the table and what I bring and like how we work together. So that was really cool too. And
Yeah.
just also like it's so nice when you have that where you're like, oh, so excited to do a show because this person's in it. I get to spend time with them again. I've not had that yet, so that was really fun.
And I'm gonna throw this out there. I was offered something from him for later on, and I couldn't make it work with Hairspray,
Hmm.
and I literally I was heartbroken that I couldn't make it work. I shot him this text back. He was like, "Oh, damn it," and I was like, Ah.
I know.
I went into like a depression. Abby's like, "Girl, breathe." I'm fine. I'm like, "Oh no, but it's Joe. It's sad.
It's Joe.
It's Joe." But yeah, no, that was just like it was so fucking fun. And when that closed, I was like low key like I'd never have like a post show depression for like a little bit, but like for like 2-3 days, I was like,
It,
damn.
it didn't feel like the run was long enough for that one.
It definitely wasn't. It
Yeah.
wasn't. It was
How
eight
long was the
shows.
run?
It was 2 weekends.
That's it?
Eight
Yeah.
shows, 2 weekends. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I
Yeah.
know.
And
For
the
Wonder
AC was
Reds,
off for two of them.
yeah, it was.
I blacked out. No, it was 6 shows for me. I was like, I don't know where I am.
For Wonderettes, it was the same, but it was so different that by the end of the Wonderettes, I was like, that 8 shows, I'm like, I'm exhausted. The, because the amount of singing, that was like a whole new thing. It's like you do not talk. You sing that whole show. You never leave the stage. And I guess first date's similar, like we never really left the stage, but you're chilling like until it's your moment.
Yeah, I talked about it. I was like, the active listening was really difficult, like as to
Yeah.
like when the fuck do we come in? Because a lot of the
Yep.
dialogue is a little samey. Um,
So samey.
I can't even imagine what the fuck you were going through. Like, how did for this is like a question coming from someone who is so awful at memorization. How did you do it?
So, I am somebody who always like I want to come into the room and be the most prepared. Like for Legally Blonde, like I was like I want to be off book. I was coming off A Christmas Carol at the Wick, and I had like 2 weeks before first date started, and I had planned a trip ahead of time and was like, "Oh, I'll like look at my lines on my trip." Said every person ever that lied to themselves. I'm like, I didn't look at it once. So it's the night before rehearsals and I'm like, shoot, like I'm not coming in the way I want to, but I knew that first week I was going to bust my butt. But I remember going into that first rehearsal and Brendan, who was playing my opposite, he was playing Aaron, he had like told me like we were getting to know each other and he was like, yeah, so like I've been working on the script for months. Like I feel really good about it. And I'm like, yeah, me too. Me too. I feel really great. Feel really, really good. So in that moment, I just knew I had to like match him and where he was at. So I like the way I set it out for myself is I looked at how many pages, how many scenes we got, and broke it down that first week, like I needed to be off book by the end of that first week. So it was a matter of like, okay, we're gonna do like 10 pages a day. I'm the type of person I gotta write it. I gotta write it all out. So I was very diligent with my time. I would go home, I'd write it out, I would read it through, and then I would, of course, I make my mom be my scene partner, and she does not like that. So the first excuse was like, it's too late. The second excuse was, I think I got a cut on my lip. I can't. Like
My
she
lips
would
are
come up with
chapped.
so many excuses, but truly like my mom is she's my scene partner.
I love it.
She is. And
God bless.
it's so funny because another just to share a mom story. So for Legally
Yeah.
Blonde, my first professional show, we were looking for bruiser and they were putting out feelers like we need to find a bruiser. They brought a dog in that the owner didn't really get the vibe. Like you kind of got to hang with the dog if we're using your dog. She was like, "Okay, I'm dropping my dog off. See y'all later." So she dropped this dog off. This poor dog had so much anxiety. Everybody was stressed. Like, how is this going to work? And I remember sitting with the choreographer, Alex, and being like, I don't want to impose, but I do have a chihuahua at home that is like precious angel baby that when I did children's theater was Bruiser in a Legally Blonde at the children's theater. I show him a picture. He immediately takes it to Michael and is like, okay, so Bruiser? And he's like, yeah, Bruiser. And I'm like, oh, okay, so I just basically invited my mom and my dog to be a part of my first professional show. Right. Okay. Yeah, I did that to myself.
Come on in, mama.
So my mom ended up coming in for tech week, and my mom and I shared a dressing room with Lottie, my dog.
That's
And I just remember
fucking
having
funny.
a moment being like, this isn't normal, right? Like your mom's not supposed to be at your first professional show. This feels a little funny.
Go get him.
Oh my God. But honestly, wouldn't have it any other way. Like, I think it gave her such an insight into what we do. Cause she's like, I'm tired. We're going to do this again tomorrow. I'm like, girl, we're going to do it for another couple weeks.
Yeah, fuck. I mean, I love when when you have that experience to like go ahead and bring someone that has no idea what's going on. Like they have an appreciation for it, but they
Yeah.
don't know how the insides of it work. Like I remember during
Yeah.
Anastasia, one of our cast members, I don't know if it was their father's birthday or if it was just like a favor to the dad or something like that, that he wanted to come backstage and watch the show from the back.
Oh,
And
wow.
they got that done, and they
Yeah.
let the cast know. They were like, "Hey, someone's going to be at the stage manager booth, stage right. Don't mind him, but just if you're changing back there, please know
Yeah.
that he'll be looking away. He'll be notified when you are changing, but just they'll be there." And no one, like, they all knew who it was, so they were just like, "Yeah, no fucking worries. That's like super dope." And the amount of like, he didn't know that we like fucked around backstage, like
Hmm.
because it was our final like weekend. So we
Yeah.
were all comfortable, and it was really like this and that. And there were two moments where this father watched something that he definitely should not have. Sean Davis, shout out Sean Davis. It was his father. So I
It
could tell
was
this story.
Sean's
It
dad,
was Sean's dad, and
who
Sean's
is
dad
the
is like
most
9'4",
Irish
so it was
Catholic guy.
yeah.
Like their family, they're so quiet, reserved. Met him a couple times, and that's funny.
Yeah, it was so fucking awesome. Like I love him. His dad always goes Harry the horse because that's who the fuck he saw me as in my second show. Like he was just like that's who he I am Harry the
So
horse to him.
cute.
So Sean helped me with my quick change out of the czar into the train scene. So I had to go like out of a whole Russian garb into a full coat sweater deal. And Sean would always wait in the wing and hold my pants because I would just like boom and jump into the pants. But
Hmm.
I'm not kidding. He stood in the wings with nothing on except his briefs and his czar top. So he had a general top and boxer briefs, and he was in the wings holding my pants. And as the czar, I'm dead in Once Upon a December, like the whole time, and I turn and I'm like, huh, oh, right, because I see in the wings the general without fucking pants on, and I'm like, oh my, and I got back there and I'm fucking punching Sean. I'm like, you dick, making me laugh, and his dad's like, oh, that was funny. I didn't know they did that. Remember when my son had his pants off? Remember? I'm like, yep. How can I forget it? But
Burned a hole in my memory.
yeah, I'm like, yep, I'll never be, not afraid of Wing 2 stage right. But
Funny.
it is so fucking fun. I love when those like things like people outside get to come in and watch. It's
Yeah,
so
because
cool.
I feel like they don't realize, like, because you never know. Yeah, you
No,
don't know unless you know.
no, not at all. And all the running around too. He's like, you guys sprint back here. I'm like, yeah, yeah, we do.
We make TikToks. We keep ourselves busy.
Uh-huh. So what do you have coming up?
So I am excited to announce that I will be playing Piggy in Elephant and Piggy at the Broward Center.
Yes, let's go.
So I have that coming up. It actually is going to overlap with this final week of Camelot. I think we have rehearsal Friday during the day, and then we'll have like a Friday night show, and then maybe morning rehearsal before a two doche on Saturday. But I'm really excited. A lot of the cast is involved with Camelot, so it's really nice that there'll be a couple of us.
Amazing.
That and by the time this comes out, it'll be over, so I can announce. John is going to be Elephant in Elephant Piggy. Do you know John? Bald John?
Marshmallows?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
My
Hell
buddy
yeah.
Bald John.
Paul John.
Bald John.
I knew him
He's
when he
gonna
was
be
curly hair John.
Elephant, and then Ali Rosenblum's in it, and then Casey Sacco's in it.
Oh my God, all
It's a good
friends.
group.
Oh, you're gonna have such a fucking. Have you ever worked with Casey Sacco?
I have not, but I met her at Carbonell's, and she was so nice.
I loved. She was my wife in Witches of Eastwick, and we, because in the show we cheated on each other, or I cheated on her, or something like that. So every time we'd be on stage, I'd be like, "Sup?" She'd be like, "Go fuck yourself." I'm like, "Yeah, okay."
That's right. That's true. Yeah, that
Like,
tracks.
all right, bye, Casey. Good to see you. So yeah, super fucking fun. I love her. So
And of
every time I
course, the
see her, I'm
director
like,
is Sister Mary Jo Lustig.
yes, Sister Mary Jo Lustig. Yes.
You told me that story.
Yeah. So I did Sister Act for the people who don't know with Jill Lustig, and like every time I'd see her, like I knew that she did like stuff at the Broward Center and stuff. So I'd try to keep it proper. So and she was one of the nuns. So I was like, Sister Mary Jo Lustig, good to see you. And it would be the full name every time I say it. To this day. And when I see her, I'm like, Sister Mary Gillespie. And she's like, all right, bit's done.
She is so funny. I'm so excited to work with her. I adore her.
Yeah, super great. I love her.
She's so
Awesome.
sweet. And the way that I met her is that I worked with her son when he was in middle school and like preparing for districts type of thing. And like, okay, let's work on your duet or let's work on your solo because we were the partner high school. So a couple of us, like for community service hours or whatever, would go over and like help
Yeah,
them work on pieces. And I made a connection with her because she was looking at like, oh, where am I going to send Jack to high school? So they would always come see shows at West Boca. And so we met all the way back then. So
amazing.
yeah, I'm
That's so cool.
excited.
Yeah, small world in theater. I think like that's
I
just like the overarching thing. Like,
It's too
correct.
small. It is too
Too
small.
small.
It's incestuous.
Yes, it is.
It's cute for a minute, and then it's like, oh, I know too many people that that I did terrible decisions with. This is not good. This is not good.
it starts to feel like the opening guitar riff of Sweet Home Alabama. Like it's just a little bit sometimes. It's just like, oh God. you know?
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh
But
my God.
thank you for coming on. This has
Thank
been
you
like
guys
so
so much
fun.
for having me. It's been such a blast, and I'll keep up the nonsense in your honor, I promise.
Oh, hell yeah.
No, people are gonna love this fucking episode. They're like ready to see you on this platform because I've been like, guess who's coming on? And they're like, who? And I'm like, and then the
The
amount of like,
23-year-old that nobody knew from Legally Blonde.
remember that girl that you thought was too young to play Paulette? She's coming on.
That's her.
Well, good for you. You're storming South Florida. You're incredibly fucking talented. I had
Thank
such a
you.
blast working with you. Like you're just
Same
like a
here.
bundle of like positive energy and just fun.
Thank
Um,
you.
so hoping that we work together again someday soon. That'd be really fucking cool.
Fingers
Um,
crossed.
yeah. And do you have any closing remarks? Shout out your social media so people can go follow you,
Yes,
do all
on
that.
TikTok and Instagram, it's the same thing. Samara R. Rose, all one thing together. And then you guys will see me in Elephant and Piggy at the Broward Center, hopefully.
Hell
That's
yeah.
where you can see me next. But yeah, thank you guys so much again for having me, Kat. It was so nice to officially meet you.
So nice to officially meet you, and so nice that we got to have 20 minutes to just like dive into the chaos. That's the thing that people that haven't come on this show don't realize is that we cut so much out because we just start talking. This is the problem when it was like two friends who just like chat talk for like 3 hours a night. We're like, we should make this into a podcast. So, and then therefore it becomes an editing nightmare for me.
Yeah, Cat does all the hard work. I just show up. So, I felt so bad this past month. I was like, we usually split like the Zoom Pro. I was like, I'm just gonna pay the full month. I'm like, sorry, I had to
He's
do
putting in
anything.
his half. He's putting in his share.
Here you go. But yeah, thank you everyone for showing up. We're here on Mondays on your dark days. Kat, do you have anything to say?
No, learn your lines. Show up to the audition. Don't be a fucking asshole when you work. That's
The
it.
Holy Trinity.
Yeah, I was
That's
about to say
literally the Holy Trinity.
the trio of good advice, Well, this has been Michael Matadomini signing off.
This has been Cat Gold signing off, and
This has been Samara Shavrick officially signing off.
Thank you. She's 5'4" and she's locally based and she's ready for work.
And I'm available for all callback dates.
What was your opening slate? We did a closing slate too. All right. Well, thank you for tuning in for Non-Ec Nonsense. Stay happy, stay healthy, no COVID.